Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. I hope you're doing well. What are we talking about? We're talking about money. Money. Now, you guys know I focus on money because my goal is for you to have prosperity, your own prosperity, practical prosperity. So, what am I talking to you about today? I'm talking to you today about how you can replace your 9 to 5 income. I know that's something that you think about, you've been trying to figure out. And today, in the next few days, I'm going to be talking to you about how you can replace your 9 to 5 income. Now, how would it feel for you to actually be able to replace your 9 to 5 income? Again, I'm going to repeat. My live stream today is about how you can replace your 9 to 5 income. So what I need you guys to do is I need you to understand that I'm focused on money. I am objectively focused on money. Please keep your preferences out of my live stream, your racial, your gender, your political, whatever preferences, keep it out of my live stream because we're solely focused on money and we're focused on you being able to replace your 9 to 5 income. My goal is to educate you on a way in which you can do that, which is practical, which is feasible, which is stable, which makes sense, and will allow you to move towards your goals, your dreams. So I'm going to repeat again. How would it feel for you to be able to replace your 9 to 5 income? How would that feel? I want you to sit with that because I know some of you have had a long, hard day. You haven't had a chance to sit down, to think, to breathe. So welcome to my live stream. My name is Tara. I am a digital nomad. I like to help people go from no money to new money to more money by helping you understand money flow and helping you understand a more feasible way for you to get to your goal. So I'm going to repeat. How would it feel for you to replace your 9 to 5 income? That's a real question. How would it feel? And I'm going to keep asking that until I get an answer. How would it feel for you to replace your 9 to 5 income? Now, I'm looking for an answer. How would it feel? Come on, guys. You're in my live stream. You knew when you came in this live stream, it was about replacing your 9 to 5 income. So I'm going to ask you again, if you've joined me, welcome. I need you to interact. I need you to tap that screen, and I'm looking for you to answer my question. How would it feel for you to actually be able to replace your 9 to 5 income? How would that feel? Good, great, unbelievable. Come on now. How would it feel for you to replace your 9 to 5 income? How would it feel? Awesome. What does that mean? I get awesome a lot. What does it mean? Does it mean that you have a smile on your face? Does it mean that you're at peace? What does it mean for you to feel awesome? Come on, guys. Come on. You're in here. I'm talking about money. We're talking about money. We're talking about something that bothers you, and I am going to help you work through this. How would it feel for you to replace your 9 to 5 income? Now, some of you think this is not real. Some of you think it's not real, but I'm telling you it's possible. So now that you know it's possible, I want you to imagine how would it feel, because I'm going to educate you. I have 2 segments of my live stream. The first segment of my live stream, I'm going to enlighten you. I'm going to educate you. The second portion of my live stream, I'm also going to educate you, but I'm going to tell you how to do it. So we're sitting at 159 likes. I need you to tap. I need you to get in gear with me. I need you to vibe with me because this is a real topic. This live stream is real. It's happening real time. I'm going to ask you again, if you are interested in learning how you can replace your 9 to 5 income. And just because you haven't been able to do it does not mean that it's not possible. I'm telling you it's possible. It's very possible. So if you're willing to listen, you're willing to vibe with me, let me educate you on some things that are misunderstood. And then I'm going to educate you on some other things about how to go about it in a very practical, reasonable, sensible, easy, beginner-friendly way that actually will get you towards results. Is that fair? Is that fair? I educate you on one hand about why it doesn't work. Okay, why 9 to 5, why you're having a hard time transitioning out of 9 to 5, why you're having a hard time replacing your 9 to 5 income. I'm going to educate you on that. And then I'm going to educate you on how you can actually achieve your goal. If we have an agreement and we have an understanding with each other, please tap that screen because I'm ready to get started. All right, I am ready to get started. I need you to feel, I need you to imagine, and I need you to think. If you can feel, imagine, and think, we're going to have a great time during this live stream. Now, why is replacing your 9 to 5 income, why is it a challenge? I'm going to tell you what I have. And if you agree with what I have, all you got to do is give an emoji and tap that screen. Here's one of the reasons why you're having a hard time replacing your 9 to 5 income. The first reason, salaries are perceived as stable. How many of you feel that you should feel stable, but you don't feel stable? I'm going to repeat. You have a 9 to 5 job. You should feel completely stable, completely at peace. Yet you are not at peace out of work, in work, and when you leave work. You're not stable. You should be. And that's how they present it to you. They present it to you as you are stable. So how does it make you feel? When you sit in a job for 40 to 60 hours a week, how does it make you feel knowing that you're not truly stable? How does that feel? How does it feel that you go to your job on some level, surface level, you're supposed to be stable, yet there's an underlying feeling of fear and anxiety? Yes or no? When you go to your job, do you deal with feelings of fear, anxiety, resentment, and boredom? That is not a recipe. That is not a formula for you to feel good. That is not stability. So now I want you to imagine being in a place in which you have control, you have stability, and you are able to move and do as you please to create income. I want you to imagine the opposite of what you're experiencing at your job. I want you to imagine the opposite, because the opposite is possible. In your job, you may feel that you don't have power, you don't have control, your time is not yours, your creativity is not yours. You feel like on one hand, I get a paycheck, but on the other hand, I don't feel like myself. Is that true? Now I want you to imagine you flipped the script. You flipped it. You have the power. You have the control. You have the money. You get to do what you love. You get to go where you love. You get to spend your time how you please. I want you to imagine that. Because when you're imagining that, I want you to tell me how that feels. Do you feel like you can breathe? Do you feel like you can think? Do you feel like you can be happy? Do you feel like you can be you? This is called night and day. Night and day. You're the same person. The difference between the two is how you feel. At your job, you feel stifled. You feel stuck. Some of you feel unacknowledged, unappreciative, overlooked. Now I want you to go to the opposite side where you feel valued, you're paid, you're valued, you have freedom, you have flexibility, you have time, and you have no cap, no limits on your income. Can you imagine this other scenario? Yes or no? Where you feel free, where you feel at peace, where you feel you have control, where you feel your voice matters, where you feel seen. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the opposite of what you're feeling at 9 to 5? Yes or no? Can you imagine that? Because in order for you to start making moves, to move from 9 to 5 to the freedom, is you have to know what it feels like. So I'm going to ask you again. You know how it feels to go to your job. Now I want you to imagine a place, a space in which you have prosperity and it's not your job. Can you imagine being someplace else? Can you imagine doing something else? Can you imagine getting paid your value, your worth? Can you imagine that? Yes or no? Come on, guys. Tap that screen and you got to keep up with me. You got to keep up with me already. You got to keep up with me. I know you've had a long day. All right. I know you've had a long day. I'm trying to make these days better for you. Okay. So you're going to have to work with me. If you can imagine that, that's good. That's good. Because when you can imagine that, that opens up a new reality for you. So one of the first reasons why replacing your 9-to-5 income, or you're having a hard time replacing your 9-to-5 income, it's mindset. It's mindset. You mentally believe that you have stability. Now your heart tells you this ain't right, but your mind is telling you it's stable. Why? You have regular paychecks. You have predictable benefits. You have a sense of, I can pay my bills. I may not be able to pay all my bills, but I know I can pay my bills. So you have told yourself or taught yourself that this is stability, but it doesn't feel stable, because when you feel stable, you feel safe. Yes or no? That's a real question. When you actually feel stable, you feel safe. Do you feel a sense of safety in your job? Come on, guys. I'm going to keep pushing you. If you're in my live, that means you're here for stimulation. You're here for me to challenge you. Do you feel safe in your job? Do you feel safe? Your income is safe. Do you feel your prosperity is safe? Do you feel it's safe? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you feel safe? Come on now. Come on now. Thank you, Deandra. Do you feel safe? This is critical. Do you know? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You don't. So this is one of the reasons why you're motivated. Thank you, Delta Boy. This is one of the critical reasons why you feel motivated. And you've been trying to replace this 9-to-5 income. Okay. Because you don't feel safe. They tell you you're safe, but you're not safe. All right. I want you to imagine an opportunity in which you are safe, in which you're secure, in which you have power, in which you have control, in which you don't have to worry about making a fool out of yourself. I want you to imagine that, because here's the next problem. You have little time for new hobbies. You have little time for new ventures. You have little time for real income streams. You have little time. So when you're trying to find a way, or you're working on ways to replace your 9-to-5 income, your time is strapped. You're tired. You have family obligations. So I want you to imagine having the freedom, having the time to pursue your hobbies, to pursue your interests that can actually generate an income for you. How do you focus on building prosperity for yourself? Or how do you successfully replace your 9-to-5 income if you are burned out? How many of you are burned out? How many of you are burned out, tapped out, depleted? That is not a good start to replacing Cali Mom, I got you. That is not a good start to you replacing a 9-to-5 income. You can't even think straight. So what I'm pointing out to you is, one, there are many different realities. Whatever you can dream of, whatever you can fantasize, that means it's a possibility. Burnout should not be a part of your reality. So if you're feeling like this is not normal, I need to get out of this, I can't keep doing this, I'm telling you, your feelings are valid. Your feelings are real. And by the last part of my live stream, I'm going to walk you through very strategically, very systematically, very logically on how you go about replacing your 9-to-5 income. I'm going to repeat what I said. And the second portion of my live stream, I am going to walk you through, I'm going to tell you exactly what you should do, what I recommend for you to do, to start making an actual plan that produces real monetary results so you can start transitioning from your 9-to-5 job to being working for yourself without you losing your mind, losing your hair, losing your bank account, and without losing, because there's a better way and a systematic approach for you to do this. So now you have little time for new ventures. If you have little time for new ventures, you're going to have a hard time replacing your 9-to-5 income. I want you to keep imagining. I'm going to build upon your imagining. Burnout, wrong. Burnout, done. Imagine feeling replenished. Imagine feeling free. Imagine having the luxury to think about what you want to do for the day and how that adds value to your life, because that is how you're supposed to feel. Your feelings make you feel alive. Your feelings are supposed to make you feel good. So I know how your 9-to-5 makes you feel. Now I need you to tap into that part of yourself. I need you to tap into that part of yourself in which you fantasize about choosing how you spend your day, how you structure your time. I want you to imagine owning your time, owning your ability to earn an income. I want you to imagine that. And I want you to imagine feeling valued, understood, heard, and seen. Why? Just because you exist. That's why. Okay? Here's the next reason why you are having a hard time replacing 9-to-5 income. There's a high dependency. Imagine not depending on your job. You would tell your boss or your employer to kick rocks. The reason why you feel shut off, you feel cut off, you feel like you feel imprisoned is because you're dependent on them. And you're dependent on them to such a high amount that you, on some level, you are trapped. You feel trapped. Now I want you to imagine that you're not trapped. And you can actually tell your boss or your employer what you think and what you feel, because you're not reliant on them. You have other options. You have other paths that are reasonable, that are lucrative, and that work for you. Because when you have other ways to earn income that doesn't take up your time, you can look at your boss and say, get the hell out of my face. I'm not doing that. And replace me. Imagine that. Imagine having income coming in, and you can look at your boss saying, no, I'm not working another 10 hours. My daughter's waiting for me. She has a ballet performance. Or, you know what, my wife is waiting because it's date night and I'm not working any more hours. You need to call somebody else because I'm out. Imagine having the power to do that and having no regrets. This is the power of having a real way to replace your 9-to-5 income, because it allows you to feel brand new. It allows you to get brand new and allows you to make decisions that are respectful and serving to you. When you work for someone else, you're not serving you. You're serving your employer. And when you have a way to replace that 9-to-5 income, you get to tell these SOBs what you actually think, because you don't need them as a reference. Hi, Dusty. You don't need them as a reference. You don't need that paycheck. You don't. So I want you to imagine that, because there's a way for you to do that. And there's a way for you to do it very easily. But I need you to get spunky. I need you to get a little angry. I need you to get irritated. I need you to tap into those feelings that you hide, that you deny, because that is your motivation. That is your driving force. That is the energy that you need to propel you forward. You get used to swallowing bull. And when you get used to swallowing bull, it puts you out of touch with your hope, your wishes, your desires, your dreams, your ambitions. I need you pissed. Because when you've had enough, then you go for more. You only go for more when you've had enough. So I want to know who in my live stream has truly had enough. If you've had enough, tap that screen. If you've had enough, put an emoji up. Raise your hand. I need you pissed. Because when you're pissed, you take action. Thank you, Dusty. When you're pissed, you take action. You see, Dusty just took action. Okay? Thank you, Dusty. You take action. Your anger, your frustration, that's real, guys. That's your fire. That's your fire. You have to stop swallowing it and you have to start harnessing it. I'm going to repeat that. To replace your 9-to-5 income, you can't be swallowing BS. You have to take that energy. You have to harness it. You have to channel it to start generating that income that you want. Now, some of you, I know, you got an Etsy shop. Oh my God, thank you, Dusty. You got an Etsy shop. You have a lot of different things that you've tried. And you come out looking foolish. Thank you, Dusty. You come out looking foolish because you feel like you failed. I'm telling you, no. I need you to get angry. I need you to get irritated. And I need you to put your boss hat on. Because when you put your boss hat on, you're going to be able to take action, real action, to start moving towards replacing this income. And I'm going to say it again. It's easier than you think. It's simpler than you think. It's beginner friendly, more beginner friendly than you think. You just have to get out of your way and you have to stop swallowing the BS that you become accustomed to in your day-to-day job. Do we have an understanding? If we have an understanding, please tap that screen. Let me know if you're still with me. I know I'm a bold woman. I'm an audacious woman. I know, but I need you to take some of my energy. I need you to take my fearlessness. I need you to take some. And I need you to work with me, okay? I need you to work with me. I don't come live every single day because I have nothing else to do. I'm coming live because I'm letting you know if you feel there's another way, there is another way, and I'm going to show you. Now, next, active versus passive income. One of the reasons why it's hard for you to replace your 9-to-5 income is your paycheck is active. It's active because you're active. What does that mean? It means you're trading time for money. One of the reasons why it's hard for you to replace your 9-to-5 income, not because, one, it doesn't pay your bills, you're living paycheck to paycheck, it's because it's an active income, which means you have to be actively working to get paid. Now, I want you to imagine not having to actively work. Thank you, Dusty. I want you to imagine not having to actively work. I want you to imagine sitting on your booty and knowing that you have money coming in because it came in while you were watching TV. It came in while you were shopping. It came in while you were sleeping. It came in overnight. It came in while you were putting your grandbaby to sleep. I want you to imagine that. Imagine income coming in when you're doing the things that you love. Did you hear me? I want you to imagine an income, okay, that's coming in passively while you're doing the things that you love. Where did y'all go? Come on now. Come back to me. Don't leave me just yet. Come back. Tap that screen. I need y'all to come back to me. Tap that screen. I want you to imagine getting paid while you're doing the things that you love. It is possible. It's possible. And if you stick around long enough for my live stream, I'll tell you how. Yes, you think that you have to be actively working to earn an income. No, that's old. Did you hear me? That's old. That's old. No, that's old. You don't want to do that. You don't want money coming in because you're active. You want money coming in because you're sitting back chillaxing. You're enjoying life. That's the type of money that you want. You feel me? You want passive money. And you don't have to be rich. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to own real estate to have passive money. I need y'all to sit with what I just said. Y'all think that you need to be rich to have passive income streams. No. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to own real estate to have passive income streams. Yeah. See guys, see what happens is that when you're in a 9 to 5 job, you have blinders on. And because you're exhausted and your boss and your employer, they're riding your butt into the sunset, you don't have a chance to really sit back and see options. Now, when you guys are looking for a date, guess what? Then you like to swipe. You look for options when you're looking for love. But when it comes to money, you're too exhausted and you've been there and you've done that you're not open to new realities. You're not open to new possibilities because you think everything is a hustle. You think everything is a grind. Not everything is a hustle. Not everything is a grind. Most, yes. Most, yes. All, no. That's why you have to follow economic booms. You have to pay attention to where money's flowing, because when money is flowing with ease, when money is flowing with grace, it makes it easier for you to achieve prosperity. The problem is that your head is in the ground like an ostrich and you're missing money in front of your face. And some of you like that active money. Some of you like working. Some of you like giving away your time. But for those of you who are done trading time for money and you want to get paid while you do the things you love, listen guys, you don't have to wait for my whole live stream. You can go to my profile and find out what I'm talking to you about. But for those of you who are patient, let me walk you through this. You can get paid a passive income while you're doing the things that you love, and you can be a normal, everyday person anywhere in the world. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to own real estate, because you have other options available to you, because we live in a modern day and age where you don't have to be playing with inventory. You don't have to be wasting your time with multi-level marketing. You don't have to do any of that. There are other ways if you're open to them, okay? So 9 to 5, you have to work for it. You have to trade time for money. No, that's wrong. You'll never get out of 9 to 5 income. If you keep earning active money, you're never going to leave it. Now, if you have this passive income and you have passive income streams, thank you for the dog. If you have passive income streams, many of them, you have money coming from different directions. You understand? You need many income streams. You need many passive income streams. And it can be very simple. Next, you have no financial cushion. Imagine having a financial cushion that allows you to breathe, that allows you money to play, that allows you to do what you please. Imagine having a cushion, a cash cushion. Now, I know y'all like a mattress cushion. I'm talking about a cash cushion. Do you know what a cash cushion feels like? It's called tap that cash. Tap that cash money. Tap that cash money. It means you got a stack of money in your hands and you tapping it. Tap, tap, tap. Why? Because you're bored. Why? You're bored. So you're tapping that cash. You're playing with that cash. If you don't have stash that cash, tap that cash type of cash cushion, you're not going to get that with a 9 to 5 job. You need streams of income, passive streams of income that earn you a high amount of money due to high profits that does not need your time. You see, my goal is to get your time back. My goal is to get your time back, because when you get your time back, you get to do the things you love. When you have something that's set up, that's structured, that works for you, that you own, you have the luxury to do as you please. To replace 9 to 5 income, you need passive income streams. You need multiple income streams, and you're going to need your own business. And all of this is simpler than you can imagine. Very simple. It's not that difficult. But I want you to know that you have options and there's things available to you if you're open to them, okay? So you have no disposable income, you have no funny money, you have no play money. Without you being able to save, how are you going to have enough money to leave your job? Some of you are trying to save money so you have a nice nest egg, then you can step away from your job and then you can look for a new job. How many of you have tried that? How many of you have tried to save money, build up a nest egg so that you can quit or go part-time and you can look for a new opportunity? Is there anyone in my live stream who's tried that strategy, who's tried that approach? Is there anyone here? If you're here, tap that screen. Have you tried that? You're going to save. You're going to do it the reasonable way. Yes, you're going to do it the mature. You're going to do it the stable. You're going to do it the reasonable way. Then what happens? An emergency happens. Somebody gets sick. Your car breaks down. Someone needs to borrow money and they tap into your nest egg. 9 to 5 is a tricky son of a bitch. 9 to 5 employment, it's like a eel. It's slippery. It is slippery. It's easy to get into a 9 to 5 job. And the longer you stay there, it's like a bad relationship, okay? A 9 to 5 job is like a bad relationship where you know it's not good for you. You know it's wasting your time. If you hear me tap that screen, you know it's wasting your time. You know it's depleting you. You know it's not adding the value you need, yet you can't seem to get out of it. Does that sound familiar? Tap that screen. 9 to 5 jobs are like a toxic, bad relationship. And you are spinning your wheels, trying to get out and trying to leave, and it keeps putting its claws into you. There is another way for you to go about it, but I'm telling you, you're not crazy, okay? What you're experiencing is real, all right? And you can move to a new direction without failure, without guessing, without stress, without more time, okay? I'm letting you know that right now it's possible. Now, there's a skill disparity. One of the most, if you thought the other reasons I gave you for 9 to 5 were hard, it's a skill disparity. The reason why you're having a hard time leaving your 9 to 5, not because you're not intelligent, you are. It's not because you're not a hard worker, you are. There is a gap in knowledge and skill set. In order for you to take that step, take that leap, one way is to save money, quit your job, find a new job. Another way is that you try to set up your own business or you try to set up some other type of side hustle. But then you find that you're not equipped skill set wise, connection wise, or knowledge wise to lead you to success. How many of you have gone through that? Where you've tried to set up a business and you found out there's some knowledge gaps. There were some things that you did not know, which caused you to lose money. It caused you to waste time, and it made you look very foolish. How many of you experienced that? Where you realize, oh man, I don't know what I need to know to work for myself. Is there anyone in my live stream who's gone through that? So you've had failure after failure after failure, and some of you have lost your nest egg. Whatever savings you had, you've lost it. Who's gone through that in my live stream? Guys, this is a no judgment zone. No judgment zone. Who has gone through that? I know I have. Is there anyone else in my live stream who's wasted time, money, energy? You started one thing after another thing after another thing, and you can't seem to go anyplace. I'm the only one in my live stream who's gone through that. I'm the only one in my live stream who has failed continuously. If I told you how many times I've failed, y'all would be very surprised that I have so much confidence right now. Who in my live stream has had to deal with failure? I said the F word. I said it. Come on now. Who's dealt with failure? I said the F word. Who has had to deal with failure? I've dealt with it. If I told you how many things I failed at, you would be surprised. I'm on this camera showing my face. Because some of you would tell me I need to go crawl into a cave and never come out. But let me tell you something. Failure doesn't define me. I don't give a damn about failure. Failure doesn't mean anything. Failure means it was a mistake. Failure is not a reflection of me. Failure is not a reflection of you. I'm going to repeat what I said. Some of y'all like to take failure personally. You think failure means something about you. Failure doesn't mean anything. It's one point in time. Now, I have a few points in time that are failure, but it doesn't mean anything about me. So why am I talking to you about this is that you don't have to fail your way to success, and you do not have to lose your money to get to success. There is a way for you to do it. But if you're wondering why you're having a hard time skipping from 9 to 5, to freedom is that there is a knowledge gap. There's a skill set gap. And when you actually try to pursue other avenues, you actually get hit with reality. And then when the reality stings, it bites you on the butt like, oh my gosh, I thought I was ready. There's so much I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to go about this. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to finish. That in itself can be a very overwhelming feeling. Has anyone ever felt so much feeling overwhelmed and anxiety? You made the step, you took the step, and then you got hit in the face with reality when you realize you may have felt out of your league. How many of you have felt out of your league? Have you felt out of your depth when it came to you actually taking steps to leave your 9 to 5 and start having other streams of income? Anybody here? Come on, guys. Don't be embarrassed. It's happened to a lot of us. It's normal. Okay? I want you to know it's normal until it's abnormal. And when I explain to you how to go about this differently, you're going to realize all you made was a bad turn. Okay? I want you to imagine there is a simpler, beginner-friendly way for you to get to your goals, scale your income, and start transitioning out of your 9 to 5 job. How many people are here?
135.
I got 135. You guys, you're watching me. I need you to come back to me. I got Kelly Mom listening to me. I got a few people vibing with me. I need the rest of y'all. I need y'all to connect with me, okay? You got to connect. You're on a live stream. I'm live. You're live. We're alive. We're live, right? I'm live. We're alive. You need to come with me. If you've chose to be here, we're on a journey together, okay? We are on a journey to practical prosperity. And if you're on this journey with me, you got to vibe with me. You got to rock with me. You got to ride with me. You got to roll with me. And if you can't keep up with me, you got to scroll. Because you're going to be here. We're going to do this. Are we going to do this? Tap that screen. You got to tap that screen. Come on. Come back to me. There's no sleepy time. I'm talking about cash. I'm talking about money. There's not sleep. You can't sleep on money. Okay? There's no sleeping on money. That's the problem. I'm trying to show you how to get this money. You cannot sleep on money. Next, debt. Debt will keep you from being able to leave your 9 to 5 job because you got to pay those bills. And the reason why you are in debt is because of the 9 to 5 job. So I want you to imagine being able to earn an income where you can pay off your debt. Like that. Imagine that. How many years do you think you're going to have to work to pay off your debt? Your grandkids, your great-great-grandkids will be working to pay off your debt. But if you had an income stream, a few income streams that were scalable, that did not require your time, that's a game changer. Did you hear me? I want you to imagine that. I want you to imagine having income streams that bring in a lot of money, that does not require your time, that you own. That's called a money game changer. As long as you stay in that 9 to 5, you are not going to be able to pay off that debt unless you hit the lottery or you get a promotion or you just get lucky. Okay? 9 to 5 is going to keep you in a continuous hole of debt because you have to bridge the gap between what you're paid and what you're not paid. Now, I want you to imagine being able to pay off your debt because it's real and it's possible. Next, schools. Schools do not teach us how to be self-employed. Schools do not teach us how to be creative, how to be courageous, to go after our dreams in a very structured, strategic way. Either we're too scared to make a move, or we make a move and we make a lot of wrong turns. If you hear me, if this resonates with you, tap the screen. School, even if you've gone to business school, they do not really teach you how to work for yourself. They prepare you for a job. They don't prepare you to create jobs. You go to school, they prepare you to find a job. They're not cultivating you to create jobs. So it's all about how you think and how you identify opportunities. Let me know if you're hearing me. Come on now, this is a very educational live stream. I am not playing games when it comes to money. I am speaking cold, hard cash. I speak cash. I only speak cash. I'm telling you, our schooling, our education prepares us to take a job, not to create jobs. So if you want to know why there's a gap, a misunderstanding, it has to do with the ability to analyze and pinpoint real opportunities that adds value and adds zeros to your bank account. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Come on, guys. I shouldn't be pulling teeth. Okay? I should not be pulling teeth. You and I both know I make sense. Okay? I don't make sense. So there is a learning factor here. There's something that we have to learn. This is not difficult. I'm just identifying to you ways for you to avoid the pitfalls. If you can avoid the pitfalls, then it makes it easier for me to show you another way. I can't show you another way because you know what happens? If I told you this is how you do it, this is how you do it, this is how you do it, there's going to be a whole bunch of people in my audience saying, well, no. Does it work for you? It won't work for me. This is what happens. So I had the first part of my live stream because I'm trying to educate you and show you some information so that when I show you an option, I don't have resistance. Okay? There's a method to my madness. I educate you about why it's not working, so that I have less resistance when I show you what works and how. Does that make sense? Okay? I'm trying to cater to all different types of thought patterns here. You got people who want to be quick. You have people who are analytical. And there's people who I got to take my time with. So that's what's going on here. A lack of knowledge. You are not taught how to create jobs, and you're not taught how to be financially independent, which means you rely on yourself and you know how to create money. Next, taxes. You get taxed heavier than anybody else. So if you want to know why you're not able to save the money, to create the nest egg, to leave that job, it's because you're being taxed at more than likely the highest taxation rate there is compared to a business owner. These are some of the money pitfalls that keeps you from being able to transition now. Now, what do? First thing first, you have to have your own business. You must have your own business, and it's not as complicated as you think. If you guys are still in my live stream and you're ready for the second portion of my live, tap that screen. You need to work for yourself. And it's not something that's very complicated. It's not very complicated, but I need to know if you hear me. That's 2-3 people tapping that screen. You need your own business. This is the foundation of everything I'm getting ready to tell you. You must understand this. You must have ownership. Because when you have ownership, the money comes to you. Right now, you work in a job and you don't have ownership, which is why you don't have control of the cash. When you own, you control the cash. You control the money. First, you must have your own business. Second, you don't need a brick and mortar business. Ideally, you want an online business. An online business gives you flexibility and conveniences that you cannot get with a traditional business. Let me know if you hear me. You need an online business. And I'm not talking about a business. Hello, James. I'm not talking about a business in which you have inventory. No inventory. Okay, let's stop with the inventory. That's more work. I am a lady of leisure. Okay, I like to chill. You don't have a business that requires a lot of time from you. When you deal with employees, you deal with inventory, you're taking time away for you to be chilling. You need an online business, and you don't need to be dealing with inventory. Did you hear me? Crickets, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Where are you? Okay? No inventory. No inventory. Let's stop that. Okay? What am I talking about? I'm talking about a digital online business. That's what I'm talking about. That is lucrative. When you have an online business that has digital products, that means you have a business that will work whether you're working or not. Now, some of you are saying, I've tried. I don't have to create. You don't have to create anything. What you need to understand is that there are businesses that exist that are done for you. Done for you means it's already created. The online business is created. The digital products are created. The passive streams of income is all created. It's already created. It's plug and play. Plug and play means it's turnkey. You got your domain name. You connect your domain to a system. You have a website that's already up and running, which means you can have a business up and running within 24 to 72 hours. That's the type of situation I'm talking. It's turnkey, plug and play. When you have a plug and play business, you don't need a lot of time to set it up. So while you're working your 40 to 60 hours a week, you need a business that's already done for you. You plug in your domain, you connect your domain to an automated system. You don't have to build a website. None of that is already created. Next, you need to earn hundreds of dollars off of one customer. Let me know if I'm talking. If I'm still talking to myself, let me know. You guys wanted to know how you can replace your 9-to-5 income in a very practical, risk-averse, profitable, safe, and sustainable manner. I've gotten to that portion of my life. Now, you can't ghost me. If you want to ghost me, scroll. If you're here, I need you to tap and I need you to interact. Very simple. Are you still here? Yes or no? I've asked you to imagine replacing your 9-to-5 income. I have gotten to that portion. If you're still interested, tap that screen. If you're not interested, I wish you a good night. Have a wonderful sleep. When you have a done-for-you digital business that's turnkey, that's plug and play, you can have that baby up and running within 24 to 72 hours. Next, you need high-value digital products. You need a digital product in which you earn $600, $900, $300, $100 off of one person. Did you hear me? You need digital products in which you're able to earn $900, $600, $300, $100 off of one person. Because that means you have a business with high value, high demand products that are scalable. To get to six-figure income, to replace your 9-to-5 income, you need high value products that can sell itself 24/7 while you're sleeping, while you're working. What am I trying to say? You need a business that's working for you while you're at work. Did you hear me? You need an online business that is automated. So while you're sitting at your 9-to-5 job, you have a business that's online, that is fully automated, working for you 24/7. That does not require a lot of your attention. What am I talking about? I'm talking about a 2-hour workday. So while you're sitting your 9-to-5 job, you know in the back of your mind, you have an automated online business. You have high value, high demand digital products, and a sale from one customer could bring you $900, $600, or $300. Some of you don't earn that money in a day. How many people are here?
99.
I got 99 people. You wanted to know how to replace your 9-to-5 income. I'm telling you, you can't go sleep. There's no sleepy time on me. There's no sleepy time. This is where we go harder. Because if you can earn $600 in one day off of one customer, some of you don't even earn that money in a week. Let me break it down even further. Okay, y'all seem to be, you're snoozing, which tells me either you don't want to replace this 9-to-5 income or you're confused. Here, you earn, let's say you earn $3,000. No, let's say you earn $2,000, okay? Your monthly salary is $2,000. You work 9 to 5. Your job pays you $2,000. In order for you to basically earn $2,000, you have to work 160 hours. 160 hours plus in 1 month to earn $2,000. Okay? Now imagine this. You go to work Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday. Every week, you earn $500. You earn $500 in a week. You're working 40 to 50 to 60 hours to earn that $500. Now, what if I told you you need one customer in the week and you earn $600? Would you keep working 40 to 50 hours, or would you look at the other opportunity in which you earn $600? I'm going to repeat this. Let's say you earn $500 in a week. That's 40 to 60 hours of working that you're doing to earn $500. I'm telling you, if you had your own automated business, all you need is one customer in the week to replace you working 40 to 60 hours. You tell me which scenario makes sense. You working 40 to 60 hours for $500, or you having a business that's working for you 24/7, that's selling for you 24/7, and you earn 100% of the revenue, 100% of the profits from one sale. Why would you keep working 40 to 60 hours for a $500 weekly paycheck when I just told you one customer has made you more money with less time? Why would you keep working that amount of time? Does that make sense? Okay, let's ramp it up. Let's say you make $4,000. You make $4,000 in the month. $4,000 in a month. You have an automated online business. You have high value, high demand digital products. You have a digital product that's worth $600. You earn 100% of the revenue. You earn 100% of the profits. Okay, you with me? 100% of the revenue, 100% of the profits. You would need 2 customers in the week to earn $1,200. 12, 24, 36, 48. That means you need 8 customers to earn $4,800 in the month. And that's off of a 2-hour workday. So you could be earning $2,000 of extra income, $4,000 of extra income while you're sitting in your 9 to 5. The way you're going to replace your 9 to 5 income is by having an online digital business that has no inventory. It has no marketing advertising costs. There's no multi-level marketing. There's no affiliate marketing. There's no network marketing. You earn 100% of the revenue. You earn 100% of the profits, 100% of the revenue, 100% of the profits, and you're paid daily. You're paid daily. Why would you not have a system behind you like this that you know is working for you 24/7? When you're sleeping, it's working. When you're working, it's working. When you're with your family, it's working. And it's able to sell for you when you are busy. So if you've never had a way to earn an income, a passive income, while you're working, and when you have no time, this is the way to do it. It's by having an automated online business. Now, this is something that anybody can do. It's beginner friendly. It's step by step, and it's highly profitable. To replace your 9 to 5 income, you have to work a lot of hours. Imagine only needing 2 hours a day to create an income that is above what you make per week. A 2-hour workday, an automated online business, and you have the ability to earn your month's salary, a month's worth of your salary, in 1 day or 1 week, all for working for yourself. How would that feel? How would it feel to see a $600 ding come through on your phone? How would that feel to see $1,200 ding come through on your phone, and you just know you just made your week's paycheck, or you just made your monthly salary within 1 to 2 days? How would that feel? How would that feel? How would that feel? Come on now. How would that feel? How would it feel to know that you're sitting in your job and a $600, $900 sale just came through? How would that feel? How would that feel? I'm going to keep asking. How would that feel? How would that make you feel? What would you do with that money? How would that money change your life? Is this too much for you? You never actually thought that you could actually replace your 9-to-5 income. I'm telling you how. You need a business that allows you to scale your income. How would it feel for you to see $900 come in off of 2 hours of your time and having a business that works for you 24/7? There's no middleman. There's no small commissions. There's no small profits. 100% of the revenue, 100% of the profit goes to you. How would that feel? How would it feel? How would that feel? How would that change your life? What would you do with that money? How would it feel? What? I see crickets. What's going on? What, you thought it was fake? You thought it wasn't true? It is true. How would it feel? I want you to imagine that. Imagine $600 of extra income coming in your bank account weekly for a while. Imagine $2,400 of extra income coming in your bank account for a while you're sitting at your 9-to-5. That allows you to pay off your debt. That allows you to have play money. It allows you to have disposable income. And you spend more time in traffic. You spend more time in traffic. Imagine you could, on your lunch break, you could spend 45 minutes focusing on your automated business. Okay? You take another 45 minutes at the end of your day. And then after you put your kids to sleep, you spend another 30 minutes. That's 2 hours you need to focus on your automated business to generate income like that allows you to start saving money. It gives you breathing room. I want you to imagine that. All it needs is 2 hours a day because it's automated. There's no rejection. There's no cold calling. There's no emailing. There's no DMing. There's no chasing. There's no guessing. You're showed exactly what to do. So what would you do? Imagine not having to guess. Imagine not having to waste money. Imagine not having to chase customers. And imagine a business that works clockwork 24/7 for you. How would that feel? Because I'm getting off in 3 minutes and I see crickets. What's the problem? What's the problem? You don't know how that would feel? Happy? Are you confused? Are you excited? Are you shocked? How do you feel? $2,400 of extra income. And then you can scale that money up to 48, 72. You can scale it up. You can't scale up your 9-to-5 income. How would it feel to have $600 of extra money coming in your bank account off of a business that's working for you while you're at work? A business that's working for you while you're asleep. How would that feel? Huh? Do you still want to replace that 9-to-5 income? Do you still want to replace that 9-to-5 income? Okay? What's the problem? How many people are here?
108.
I got 108. Come on, guys. You're in a live stream about replace 9-to-5 income. You don't replace your 9-to-5 income with another job. You replace your 9-to-5 income with freedom, with a freedom business. A business that works for you 24/7. A business that it's not going to suck up your time. It's not going to suck up your money. It's not going to take you away from the things you love. You don't have to create anything. You don't have to create it. All you have to do is follow step by step to get to the success that you want, the success that you deserve, the income that you deserve. If you truly want to leave your 9-to-5 income, you have to have your own business. Hands down. Ideally, you want a done-for-you, automated digital business. You want a done-for-you business. You want it turnkey. You want it plug and play. You also want a business that you can launch and be in profit mode within a few days. You want a business that you can turn into profit mode within days, if not within a month. You need to be able to be in profit mode, not years, quick. Because once you're in profit mode, which is essentially one sale puts you in profit mode. That means everything on top of that is profits. You need to stop working for other people. You need to stop building teams, and you need to imagine having a business that works for you. A business that works for you. When you're with your babies, when you're grocery shopping, when you're rekindling your bond with your significant other, you need a business like that. That is how you get your time back. And that is how you get your joy back. Imagine being at your job and you're happy, not because you got a promotion. It's because on the way to work, you just saw a $300 sale come through. Imagine when you're leaving work and you're commuting in traffic for 90 minutes. You just saw another $900 sale come through. So within one day, imagine $1,200 have come through. Some of you don't even earn $1,200 in a week. Imagine. You don't have to be me. You can be you, a normal, everyday person. You don't have to be like me for you to have this success. So to leave your 9 to 5, you need a way that doesn't mean there's no guessing. Okay? There's no trial and error. There's no figuring out. You want it ready-made. You want it ready-made. You have to stop working hard, and you got to start playing this money game smart. You need a ready-made digital business. No inventory, no drop shipping, no Etsy shops, none of that. Okay? No spending money on marketing and advertising. No spending money. Stop spending money. Stop spending money. No chasing. No chasing, no begging, no hustling, no grinding. No more of that. No more of that. Okay? You need an online business automated. You need high value, high demand digital products in which you earn hundreds of dollars off of one customer. You need to get paid daily. You need to have a 2-hour workday, and you need to earn 100% of the profits. You need to be making bank. And that is how you're going to build up a nest egg, and that is how you're going to replace your 9 to 5 income. Once you have replaced your 9 to 5 income, you can quit. So if you earn $3,000 a month, what is that? That's not that many sales. You need 5 customers in a month. 5 customers for $3,000. And you've essentially replaced your 9 to 5 income. Some of you want to earn 10K. It's not that difficult to earn 10K. $600 a day over 30 days is $18,000. Okay, 30 days, 1 customer a day times 600, that's $18,000. There are 5 billion people, 5 billion people online. If 0.000, what is that? 0.0001% bought from you, that's a $3 million plus business. I'm going to repeat. There are 5 billion people online around the world. If 0.0001% of them, less than 1% of them, 0.0001% of them bought from you, that's a 3 million plus online business. That means you're a self-made millionaire. You cannot earn that type of money working a 9 to 5 job. I'm going to repeat. There's 5 billion people worldwide online. Hello, lady. All you need is 0.0001% of them to buy from you. And that's a $3 million to $30 million online business. All while you're working at your job. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine less than 1%? 0.0001% of 5 billion times 600 buying from you. That is how you have a multi-million-dollar online business. 1, it doesn't need all your time. It needs 2 hours of your time. 2, the business is automated. Automated. It works around the clock, 24/7. 3, you have high value, high demand digital products in which you earn $600, $300, $900 off of one customer. All you need is one sale. One sale. That's $600 of revenue. So if you got 5 billion people online, 0.0001% buying from you, that's a $3 million to $30 million online business. That means you're a self-made millionaire. You can quit your job. You can get hired and fired every day of the week if you want to, when you earn that type of money. Now, with a typical digital business, you're not going to be able to scale up like that. Some of you have online businesses and you're still trading time for money. If you're trading time for money and you're not getting paid for value, it's going to be hard for you to earn that amount of income. Some of you are earning small percentages, small profits. It's going to be hard for you to scale. You need a business that's going to allow you to scale up, and I just gave you one. 0.0001% of 5 billion people times $600 is a $3 million to $30 million online business. Can you see that? Yes or no? Do you now see there's a way for you to replace your 9-to-5 income, to leave your 9-to-5 job, to earn 6 figures, and to work your way to a multi-million-dollar online business? And this is all without chasing customers. There's no advertising. There's no drop shipping. There's no network marketing. There's no building a team. There's no employees. You work for yourself. You own the business yourself, and you get paid directly to your bank account. Have I answered your question? Yourself, and you get paid directly to your bank account. Have I answered your question? Yes or no? I'm leaving soon. How does this happen? Go to my profile. There is an unbelievable amount of detail on my website. Guys, if I had more time, I would walk you through hand-holding. I will walk you through and hand-hold you. But what I will tell you this, on my website, there's a great amount of detail. You will see exactly how this is possible. The first thing I want you to know is that there is a ready-made online business. Plug and play. Plug and play. You don't have to create anything. The high value, high demand digital products, you don't have to create anything. It's already set up. The only thing you need is the step-by-step information that is beginner friendly, that will teach you step by step the roadmap, the blueprint to launch to profit, how to earn your 6 figures, and how to scale your business up. You stop spending money. Stop spending money on advertising. Stop spending money on inventory. Stop trying to build teams, and stop promoting stuff that's paying you $8. You want something that pays you all the money. If you're not earning all the money, stop it. If you're spending more than 2 hours a day on a side hustle that's not even helping you pay off your debt, stop it. Stop it. I just told you you could bring in $2,000, $4,000, $5,000, $18,000, $30,000 in 1 month because you have something that's scalable and working around the clock. You need to peep this. It's beginner friendly. It's beginner friendly. All you have to do is be willing to imagine $600 of extra income in your bank account. If you can imagine that, then you can imagine $18,000 in your bank account. And then you can imagine 6 figures in your bank account. And then you can imagine 7 figures in your bank account, because there's a proven blueprint, a proven roadmap to the success that you seek. And you can do this while you're at your job. People are doing this while they're doing 9 to 5, and then they quit their job. They quit their job. Some quit within a couple of months. Some quit within a month. Some quit within 6 months. But at least you know this. At least you have a feasible, reasonable, practical way to your prosperity, and you know it's only a matter of time to quit your job. Unlike those other things you've done, it had no end date. Going about it this way, you know that there's an expiration on your job. And that, you can't beat that anywhere in the world. I'm going to repeat this and I'm gone. The other things you've done, You saw no end. There was no end. There was no way. I'm telling you, when you have a ready-made online business with ready-made digital products in which you earn 100% of the profits, and you are taught step by step, beginner friendly, a proven blueprint to your financial success, you know there's only a matter of time before you're walking out the door of your job and you're never looking back. Why? Because you have a business that's scalable. You can do it anywhere in the world. You can do it in your car. You can do it on a plane. You can do it on the beach. You can do it on the couch. You can do it at a restaurant. You can do it anywhere in the world. Hello, Roland. I want you to know that. That means it's only a matter of time before you leave your job. You need to go to my profile and check out my website. My name is Tara. I am a digital nomad. I say what I mean what I say. I don't play. And when it comes to money, I only talk cash. If it doesn't make money, it's not making sense. And if it's making money, I will talk to you about it. If it's not making money, I'm not going to waste your time. Thank you. Go to my profile, watch my stories, and I will see you all tomorrow. And for some of you, I expect you to take action. Talk is cheap. You spent 1 hour with me. You spend 1 hour with me and you're not taking action. Do you really want to leave that job? All right. If you want to leave that job, you gotta be action. Okay. This is quick. This is easy. This is simple, and you can do it. I believe in you. Have a good night. Goodbye.